Raptors continue to lose as they fall to the Jazz. The Raptors lose to the Utah Jazz 102 to 106. No Donovan Mitchell, no Mike Conley for the Jazz. The Raptors are without Lowry, Boucher, Trent, and Watson. And you know what? Van Vliet returns for this game, and Van Vliet is your MVP, 36 and 7. Solid game from him. Really led the team. Hit some big baskets down the stretch and really kept this game close, but the Raptors just didn't make enough shots in that fourth quarter, and another fourth quarter drought. Feels like I'm just, playing a broken tape recorder again and again and again, as this Raptors team just struggles to score in the half court in the fourth quarter. I don't know what is it about the fourth quarter. It's just the intensity. It's just all the drama, and your palms getting sweaty, you're overthinking things. But the Raptors scored 13 points in that fourth quarter and get outscored 21 to 13, and that's all she wrote after that. The Raptors just barely scored anything at that point in the game, and it was a struggle. Bojan Bogdanovic had 17 points in the first quarter in this game, ends up with 34, and the Jazz were pretty much running no point guards. Joe Ingles pretty much running the point for most of it. Then had Royce O'Neal step in a little bit, but it was just a point guard by committee, and they still had a good job of organizing and scoring and beating the Raptors, which is embarrassing to watch, because without a point guard, you would think they'd be just throwing it at the post, but they don't really have a post scorer like that, because Gobert doesn't score like that. He doesn't really try to score in the first place. But the Raptors still, allow Joe Ingles and those other guys to create and get easy baskets, and it didn't make any sense. The Raptors were dominant on the glass, dominant at the free throw line, and dominated from the bench, as they lost all three categories, which the Raptors typically lose this season. It's becoming more of an average than an outlier, and it's tough. You gotta win these games, and I know it's against tougher teams in the West, but you gotta win some of these games. You have the better roster at this current point in time, and you still lose. So you know what, it's tough, but gotta squeeze out some of these wins. Another reason why the drought looks as bad as it does, and why I'm beating the offensive drought again and again and again, is because the Raptors, the lowest point total they had for a quarter in this game was 27. They had 27 points in that third quarter. The Raptors didn't even score half the points in the fourth. They scored 13, and it just seemed like we just couldn't get anything easy. Couldn't get to the free throw line. Couldn't score some in the post. Those are easy baskets, and really needed that. Couldn't turn the ball over. Couldn't force turnovers on the Jazz enough to get on the fast break and get some easy ones, but couldn't get that either. And I know I'm just talking pure negatives, but this was a game I think the Raptors should have won. But here are some positives about this game. First off, Kem Birch, just a great job of just reading the defenses. A great job on the pick and rolls and the ball movement. 17, 10, and 6 tonight from him. A real great overall, all around game from him. As soon as he gets the basketball, he knows where his guys are, and the pass is straight to his target, out of his hands in less than a second. Beautiful touch passes. Sometimes he tends to overpass, but you know what? It usually ends up in the right hands, usually Van Vliet in the corner. And ex-Raptor Matt Thomas, the Raptors traded him here, so the Raptors got to see Matt Thomas and play a couple minutes against him, and he seemed okay. It's a good thing the Raptors got rid of him. You can't really play in that many minutes. Other than his three-point shot, he's a huge liability on the defensive end, but the Raptors pretty much played him off the court tonight, and we still miss Matt Thomas. He was Mr. Automatic. He was a sniper. The Raptors still could use a guy like that, but maybe a guy who had a little bit better defense going forward. Other than that, the Raptors played the Jazz tough. A bad loss, but you know what? Just gotta keep on, chugging along. You can't get caught up with all the losses. Gotta, you know, get some wins and just focus on getting W's. But let me know what you guys think of tonight's game. And do the Raptors need a guy like a Jordan Clarkson to just come off the bench and just, you know, like a Lou Williams, for example? The Raptors need a guy like that who just comes off the bench, huge spark, but a defensive liability. We'll see if Masai looks into that next year. Let me know what you guys think down below. Like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Until next time. Peace.